Hey guys, welcome back. We're taking a look at OnyxCoin, ticker symbol XCN. So we're looking at XCN to have a bit of a decline right now. However, once again, I think we're in a very strong position because when you compare it with what's happening to the rest of the crypto, XCN is holding better than majority of the crypto. And that's a good thing because we talked about how if we are able to drop less than all of these crypto as Bitcoin is dropping, then when Bitcoin is recovering, when we see the inflow coming back into the crypto world, we're going to be looking at how these coins will be viewed as the best investments, and that's when we will see the biggest inflow coming in. So already, if we're able to beat the beta of Bitcoin, if we're able to fool the leads and we're able to show the safeness that's in this, it's obviously going to attract more investors even at its current state, but more importantly for when all the Bitcoins, rather all the crypto is coming back. Firstly, we already talked about in terms of when we need to be looking out for. Ultimately, if Bitcoin goes to 60K, I think we still have a chance of going to 0.00416 or the 0.0376 area. Now, even if we go to here, it's completely normal because I've already said that this is a level we've already seen it tapped before. And when it did, it showed a heck of a lot of bias. And so when we get to this area again, it's just the buyers who bought in here. It's just another area for them to accumulate. So what we're going to be seeing is a stronger buyer base of OnyxCoin. We're going to be looking at this movement again, but very likely to be doubled and even higher because of the fact that we are now allowing another opportunity for people to be buying OnyxCoin at a cheaper rate. And so this is what we've said. And when you compare it with other crypto, if Bitcoin was to go to 60K and we see all these crypto drop, they are dropping to a level which has not been seen in a long time before. But these levels, and they're going to be dropping from multiple levels. But for OnyxCoin, we really only have one or two level for OnyxCoin to drop to. When you look into the hourly, and for those of you who may be trying to short-term trade, this is very simple right now. I think there's a lot of consolidation that you're viewing for OnyxCoin, especially right now, and potentially we're seeing this again. And what you can do is, of course, identify where the bottom is, identify where the top is, and you just take these swing trades. You just take these short-term trades. So you long when it hits the bottom, you short when it touches the top, or get similar and close to that area. It's very, very simple for OnyxCoin. Now, one thing to actually note right now is this particular candle which we saw. So what we saw was this candle point, when you can see by this body and the wick, there's an extremely long wick. Now, we've always said, understand what the wicks is saying because it always tells a story. And from here, what we've realized as well, when you understand the volume, when you see this wick, it showed that there were buyers trying to come in. People are already viewing OnyxCoin at this current price to be an extremely discounted price, and it showcases how undervalued it is, and we're already seeing immense buyer coming in. So this is what we said about earlier as well. If we're already seeing buyers who are willing to buy and distribute large amounts of capital and see how good of an opportunity it is at its current price, imagine when OnyxCoin get to that previous low we saw on the day Bitcoin dropped 60K. Imagine when we get to 0.0416, how much of a discount people will then view and how much more volume and distribution and accumulation we are going to see. But furthermore, if we go back into this particular candle again, so what does it show? Well, firstly, with the volume and with the wick, we know that buyers are coming in. We know that there are still buyers who are willing to come in at times when they see the momentum shift, when they see the opportunity to bring OnyxCoin to the next level. And that's what we saw from this wick. People realized there was an opportunity, is why we saw the volume starting coming in, and is then why we see the price go up. Now, the thing is that what we saw from here is that when they realized that the momentum wasn't enough, when they realized that we're still facing with the resistance that we saw at this level, they obviously sold. And this is very normal. You got to realize that these guys who are trying to catch the momentums, who are trying to catch the trend, they are very fast traders. When they see that it's become bullish, they'll get in. But the moment their thesis gets broken and they think it's not bullish anymore, they will leave out. That's not the problem. What also is very good is the fact that typically when you do see a wick like this, when you do see a buyer exhaustion, a bullish exhaustion, and the price is rejecting, what you tend to see is that because buyers have left, it tend to create a panic sell, which will drop the price even further. However, what we saw was that actually we're finding a very strong support. So previously when we had this low, so we saw that we created this low. When you compare it with the previous area that's over here, this is a low. And so normally when we see a buy exhaustion, especially like this, the price is supposed to go even lower and create a new low. However, we're holding up at this area, and that itself is very good. It just showcases that the buyers are still willing to be buying at this area. The buyers are not waiting for a lower entry. They realize that even at this current point, we still have momentum. We still have that chance to bring XCN to a higher price point. And so this is why I think we're seeing very, very bullish sign. Now, we do still currently have this right now, this particular wick candle that we're looking at right now. Now, of course, we still have a few bits until the candle ends, but I think it's very important to note what this is doing. So we are seeing another buy exhaustion. We are seeing that there are still sellers coming in. There is potential shorts being piled on. However, if we are able to still hold on to this level that we're saying, it just still shows that people are not willing to let go of this level. People still think that this is the low, this is the reversal point, and that they want to take it in. So that's obviously what we're seeing right now. Another big thing I think is that on this candle, whilst we're seeing a very long wick showing buyers, there are no wick towards the downside. What this means is that sellers have never been in control. Yes, there is selling. Yes, there is a buy exhaustion, but they have never been in control. So I think it's very important to see how this candle ends. Bear in mind that this is only hourly. Hourly doesn't dictate what happens for the next few days. It dictates what's going to happen very likely for the next few hours. And so we're not yet seeing sellers in control. We're seeing buyers in control, but we're seeing buyers exhaustion. And so that's the key point you got to take away from here. And so right now it's about understanding, are we able to hold this level? And right now it does seemingly look like we're doing so. But ultimately, it doesn't matter even if we fail this level. It's just that what we want to understand is for the short term, because I do think that the ultimate opportunity is really coming in here at 0.00416. As always, now this is F Financial Advice, and I'll catch you guys next time.